Hey beautifuls, Hannah here. If you can hear the crunching, my German Shepherd Jasmine decides that it's the perfect time to start eating her biscuits when I choose to live stream on the patio. Okay then, no worries. Oh look, total, like it's just come up in my, around this time last year, I'm just about to share this live stream. Around this time last year, my memories, it says total solar eclipse new moon ceremony on the 14th of December 2020. Tomorrow, I'm also holding the total solar eclipse new moon ceremony. It's going to be frog. How's the wildlife? How? Can you hear that? Lots of emotional healing going on our thing tomorrow, I think. On our ceremony. Let me just share this for you guys. I just wanted to talk about the total solar eclipse ceremony we're going to do live tomorrow on my page. So just making sure I share this in the correct places. Oh, it's really muggy. I'm gonna start sweating in a minute. Well, my makeup's probably just gonna start sweating off. We just come out of a huge training. We finished the online presence, the 4 weeks to get you started online from anywhere in the world, which is very appropriate at this day and age with everything going on in the world. Okay, so first of all, our total solar eclipse new moon ceremony, I'm holding it live tomorrow on this page. So you can like Reality Awareness page, turn on notifications. The times, I'll post the times after on this page as well for our total solar eclipse. I'm just finding as a post now to read it out for you guys as well. So be going live at Brisbane 3 p.m. Saturday tomorrow. London, 5 a.m. Saturday, tomorrow. Los Angeles, 9 a.m. Friday night, could be today, depending on when you're watching this. New York at midnight, so Friday night, midnight into Saturday morning is the time. So if you're anywhere around those time zones, you'll be able to work it out. You can also just type in like time zone converter on your, like on the thing, and you'll be able to find, you know, exactly what time zone that is for you. So yay, joined one of my lives. So I just wanted to, I guess, talk about the total solar eclipse, what we're going to be doing, what we're going to, how to prepare for it. So basically you can just tune in from wherever you are, put your earphones in and just listen in, right? You can sit down, you can go for a walk, you can do whatever you choose to. Or you can fully show up to ceremony as ceremony. In a sense, you can create a sacred space. So for me, you might have seen my last, well, some of my photos or what have you. So I like to put a big like white sheet down. It's like a velvet sheet. And, you know, sometimes colored velvet sheets as well. Definitely lots of crystals, lots of candles. One thing I recommend you really bring to ceremony is either a big bottle of water, lots of bottles of water, or just a cup of tea, or, you know, cacao, whatever you like to drink at ceremony. You don't have to, but you can. I like to bring lots of water because all the energy of the ceremony gets infused into the water, and then I drink that for a couple of days afterwards. So just some tips and ideas of what to do. So you can set up a beautiful sacred space and sit there and like, oh, but if you've got kids and you're like, how's this gonna work? So what I encourage you to do is a couple of things. Number one, you can just listen to it, multitasking, okay? If you wanted to set up with sacred ceremony, include them in it, okay? So you can, you know, be like, okay, we're gonna set up ceremony and, you know, have the little cushion for them. And then you can also have like colored pens and drawing or whatever they're into next to the place of the ceremony, so that, and you can explain it to them, like, you know, we're gonna watch Hannah, or, you know, you're gonna have it on the video, what have you. We have to listen in and focus on our breathing and connect to our spirit guides or what have you. You'll know what to say to your children. If you don't want to do it anymore, you've got your drawing, you can go and do this or this or this. Like you might have food, snacks prepared for them. Like you can have everything organized and prepare them for it, right? So mummy's going to be doing this, so you'll need to use all these things you can do. I'll be right here. You can sit with me and do it, or you can draw, or you can eat, or whatever it is. Okay, so you're like preparing them for it so that you can also join in with it as well. And when you make them a part of something, I find when we exclude our kids, they're like, what are you doing? They're like climbing over you and want to see what you're doing, Mom. So if you like include them in it, explain what's going to go on, and also have their other activities, because, just kind of an adult thing, for some kids, depending, will sit there and like fully be in it as well. So just some, tips to be able to, do it with your kids, or if you're on your own, so that you're able to, have those things so that you can stay as present as possible. If you can't stay as present as possible, I want you to remember that your subconscious is always listening. There will be the replay up as well, so don't stress about that. You could even just watch the replay at a different time, but we will be going live at those times that I mentioned before. So the other thing with ceremony is that it is a big deal. It's also a new moon, so the start of new cycles. It's also a solar eclipse. Now, as I've been talking about in the last couple of weeks, it's been really huge energies. People have just been like, with all the energies. Like, it's been a big deal, right? Lots of endings, lots of beginnings, lots of anxiety, lots of uncertainty, lots of instability, things chopping, changing. Everyone's just like, whatever now, right? And oh my goodness, the sun. This is the first time we've had sun in like 10 or 11 days. So I'm just absorbing the sun. I think we've got 2 days of sun, and then it's supposed to rain again for the rest of the week. So I'm just enjoying that sun that's just came out. I just realized. So really strong energies on I'll go through the times again in a moment for those of you who missed it at the start, and I'll also post about it on my page, so you'll see that, and I'll send it out in the email as well. So really strong energy. So again, be aware it is a ceremony, okay? If you're going to sit down and be present, or even just listen multitasking, these ceremonies, they shift stuff. That's why it's a ceremony. It literally shifts stuff, it changes stuff, it transforms your subconscious, your cellular level. It's what happens, right? And so for a couple of days, I want to say treat it like a distance healing, okay? In a sense of like, for a couple of days later, be gentle with yourself. If emotions come up, or if the world seems to fall apart beneath your feet, like, remember that you've just presently joined a ceremony. It's a big deal, okay? Treat it like a distance healing. Like, be gentle with yourself, drink lots of water, get extra sleep if you can, exercise, nourish yourself, be freaking gentle. Journal. It's an awesome time to, like, create new intentions. So someone just written here, I'm selling your house. Yeah. Signing a contract. Let's just see the comments. Signing a contract. So right now is like technically dark moon, but it's like shedding all of the old and starting the new. Yeah. The solar eclipse in particular is really strong on, lots of past life release. Yeah. Big past life contracts finishing, lots of patterns breaking that have had stems in past life, hooks in past life. Those chains are being cut, and lots of cycles from eons are being broken right now. A little side note, this is really important to understand on a global scale. So Pam Gregory, the astrologer, shared in her YouTube solar eclipse update. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I remember it was Neptune that she said. I'm remembering things better and better every day, okay? Notice my mindset shift. I am remembering things better and better. I think she said from memory it was Neptune, and she was specifically talking about the USA natal chart. Now, she said she doesn't usually talk about specific countries in natal charts or what have you in her updates, but she said this was particularly important. Don't quote me on it, may need to go and watch it. Perhaps I'm not remembering it correctly, but from what I heard, she said that this solar eclipse is particularly important for the USA because Neptune is doing its full natal return. So it goes like a full, so the natal chart is like a birth of a person. It's your natal chart of what the planets were when you were born. If I understand correctly, don't quote me on astrology. It's not my strong point. And so Neptune, so USA's chart, Neptune it's coming around. So tomorrow it comes around and returns back to the starting point of its complete journey in the USA, right? And the complete journey in the USA finishes tomorrow. Now, the significance and the importance that I'm sharing that for is because Neptune started that journey in 1776. 1776 was when the USA was founded. And tomorrow, that natal transition finishes the full cycle. It's taken this many centuries to do its complete circle. That's really significant. If that's when it started and now it's coming to a completion point, I wonder what's going to happen. Now, as she said on there, you know, sure, something might shift tomorrow, but she said for the next 2 weeks, things might start to shift. But she said, actually, this is going to unfold for the next 6 months, which makes a lot of sense, right? After like centuries, after centuries of being on a journey, it's not going to shift overnight, but over the next 6 months, it would start to take effect. Now, I found that really, really significant given what the world is going through. Oh my God, there's bugs out here. Seriously, there's a big wasp there. I just got hit by a fly. The frog's here. Roof needs cleaning again. There's the spiders, even though I sprayed it and just whatever. I'm just over. I love living in the hinterland, but sometimes there's a little bit too much. Okay. Hi, Milo. It's Pam Gregory. Yeah, Pam Gregory Astrology. She's been getting scammed as well, so please make sure you go to her correct account. She's got 179 subscribers. Pam Gregory. Oh my God. Pam Gregory. I'll see if I can bring this up on the screen. I'm not sure. It's like a blue, she's got like a blue banner. That's her there. You can take a screenshot if it's in focus. Not sure if it is. So Pam Gregory Astrology. Just Pam Gregory is her YouTube. But she's got 179k subscribers, so don't go to her one. She's getting scammed as well. Don't go to the scam one, I mean. So yeah, really, that was really, really significant enough that I wanted to share it, because this is the start of a lot of change. There's been a lot of people that have been saying there's big changes coming. I can feel something coming, you know, like we can all feel it, right? We can all feel it. And when she said that, I was like, that feels really significant. Who knows what's going to unfold in the next 6 months, you know, and maybe I've been in denial as a way of dealing with the world stuff. Showing my hand, I'm human. But at the same time, I'm not. So a couple of weeks ago, one of my inner circle clients, she's in Canada, and she's like, what's actually going on in Australia, Hannah? Because I saw your post the other day, etc. And I was like, well, actually, I don't know really, because we just get shown through media as well. I'm like, but at the end of the day, when the elders are speaking, I listen, sort of thing. Anyway, the point is that I said to her, well, up until about 48 hours ago, I had genuinely felt like something had shifted. Now, obviously, in the current world and looking at things, you wouldn't think so. But I was living in a reality where, I don't know if things were back to normal, but what the trajectory of all the bad things happening, I was just like, it wasn't even a thought like, oh, it's not happening anymore. Like it kind of was, but the undertone feeling was just like, it's changed. Something's changed with it. And when she said all that to me, I was like, well, I don't know. Have I been in denial, or have I just been in another world where I'm creating that reality? Or have I genuinely felt like something has shifted? there's actually a lot of people, as you say, Katie Taylor, that a lot of people are waking up. Of course they are, you know, so maybe that's what I felt. I mean, who knows? But the point that I'm sharing that for is for our eclipse tomorrow is a really significant ending and starting point. And now, because it's also dark moon. So when we have a full moon, then it goes down to the dark moon and then it comes to new again up to full, right? So it goes really dark before the light comes, and that's what's happening right now. So dark moon is when we're shedding everything, a good time to review things, a good time to clean stuff out. You're preparing for a new cycle, and then you can start putting new intentions in. So, you know, usually a lot of breakups and things happen around the dark moon and the dark, you know, fallouts and all that sort of thing. But you're also, it's a bit like pulling all the weeds out of the garden and preparing the soil for new seeds to go in and new plant life to come up. So for this ceremony tomorrow, like I said, it's live on my Facebook page right here. So you can like Reality Awareness page and yeah, like, so then you get notified when I go live. Up to you. You can listen subconsciously, going for a walk, sitting there, doing whatever. Or you can fully set up a ceremony of your own and join in. And this is what we do on our full moon ceremony. So every month I hold a full moon ceremony. It's a paid membership group, or you can just join a once-off ceremony if it calls you at any particular time on a full moon. I do recommend that you set up a sacred space, but if you don't have that available, don't stress about it. As I mentioned, you know, if you've got kids, set them up, include them, have all their things there. If you're just joining and you miss me talking about that, please watch the replay, it's important. Okay, so we go live tomorrow, Brisbane, 3 p.m. Yeah, so Saturday, the 4th of December, Brisbane, 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it's Brisbane time. So if you're in New South Wales, Victoria, obviously you wind that forward an hour because you're on daylight savings now. London GMT time zone is 5 a.m. Saturday, the 4th of December. Los Angeles is 9 p.m. Friday night. New York is 12 midnight. So Friday night moving into Saturday morning. So my cat's rolling around under the tripod, moving everything around. All right, so if you're not sure exactly what time that is for you, type into Google the time zone converter and you can figure out your time zone from there. So 3 p.m. Brisbane time is when we go live. I'll post it on my page as well after I get off this live stream. If you've got any questions about it, just comment below. Otherwise, you can join us live. You can set your intentions, and maybe things have been unraveling and shifting for your life right now as you've been speaking in the last week or even in the last month. So you can really like let everything go to, like, you might be getting clear on what you do want to intentionalize into reality, what you do want to manifest, or maybe you just want to have a clear slate and just start fresh again. So I shall see you there tomorrow. Bit excited. It's going to be powerful. I love holding these ceremonies, and I shall see you there. Beautiful. Bye.